For me, that speaks to an issue of cultural mindsets, because consuming resources, the need for resources, is very often about cultural values. It's not about physical need. To the extent that we can actually shape value systems, we can influence resource consumption. In terms of the production of resources that comes with a population base, to me, again, about social cultural development, because it's about education, it's about preparing people to be able to contribute to the economy.
We need to deal with the issue of the urbanization of poverty as well as inequalities and social exclusion, together with the ecological footprint. And therefore, what we need to do is to mobilize the transforming power of urbanization in such a way whereby it actually cements the relationship between urbanization and sustainable development, that it integrates social equity, urban poverty and social inclusion into the whole design of our city.
There's two classic examples of density. One would be Mumbai, which I think is one of the highest population density in the world. Singapore is often understood also to be a population of relatively high density, which is true, but it doesn't feel dense. So in a way, there are two radically contrasting models of density, and they also deliver quite different kinds of advantages, because I think Mumbai is often celebrated for its own kind of entrepreneurial kind of spirit, and Singapore in turn, in its own way, is producing a different kind of effect.
I think for Asian megacities to remain sustainable, resilient and relevant, they need to do three things. First, I think they need to go for smart growth. They need to be able to identify where they can find a competitive edge and then develop economic growth that is not detrimental to the environment. Second thing they have to do is to do more with less. And that's where they need to work with private sector to look at new innovations that can be incorporated in the entire development. The government officials or the city leaders really needs to adopt a very new approach and be willing to embrace all the changes and have the political view to implement some of these changes. The third thing they need to do is to really embrace the society. In all the developments, it's all about stakeholders. So they need to harness the communities to make sure that then they determine what they need for particular cities.